Welcome to the Golden Feather. Grab a pint, a plate, and pick your seats. Your hosts, Virtek and Chibi Bree, are back from their latest adventure.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 35, something art with Z. We couldn't come up with the title, so if you guys have a better title idea, please feel free to throw it out there. It's like one of those caption this things.
Yeah. And it's too late to put it on the Twitch stream, but, you know, it'll make it to the YouTube video, I suppose.
Yeah.
And the files that we store on the computer.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's important. But
I like something art.
I think it's kind of nice, because, I mean, that kind of, like, you know, really talks about, you know, the something that they talked about, something else they talked about, and a bunch of art. What
There's a
things
bunch
may
of things,
come, right?
There's a bunch of things Margaret was trying to talk about.
Yes.
And they kept like, yeah, let's not. Yeah.
Hush.
It's not.
Hush, child. Sorry, that was totally my headphone. That just went right across that awesome mic.
Why you gotta headbutt the mic? You're so violent.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
So we have March will be amazing. What things may come. I actually like what things may come. That might be. Info
Isn't that a
comes
film?
marching on. Oh, I think so. Maybe.
Oh, that's what jeans may come. Never mind.
Actually, just for art, March will be amazing is, I mean, that is kind of the theme of half of it was, hey, what are you going to talk about next month? What are you going to talk about with this next month?
Right.
What about this is going to be coming up next month?
Right. They're like, so we don't have a whole lot for now, but a lot of stuff is coming up next month, and we're like,
What will we be talking about?
a lot of March info. So update. I know Z was a little bit worried about us, but spring will anew. I like that one. Z thought we were still going to GDC, like we bought tickets for it and everything, and with Intrepid backing out due to the illness that is spreading around, and is especially in our area is spreading around. It's just you know, backing out for now, just making sure everybody's safe and healthy and whatnot. By the way, I just looked at the cosmetics right down there, the lovely treehouse and everything. You have until March 4th if you are still interested in getting those. So, make sure you hop into the shop and get whatever you want to get. And next time we stream on March 14th, we'll be covering the new cosmetics. But
Up to the shop.
Get that chameleon.
Yeah, the chameleon's pretty cool.
Pretty much my favorite. I think I only really picked up the chameleon and the ring.
I was looking at that treehouse because I mean I'm a sucker for cherry blossom stuff, and it reminds me of cherry blossom. It may not be cherry blossom, but it reminds me of cherry blossoms. So.
It's a tree house too. I mean, why
I
not?
wouldn't want one.
Climb up in the tree and snipe people as they try to poach my my field of berries.
House is a must.
I'm gonna be a
I
farmer.
agree.
I really like the treehouse. It's my favorite one.
It's really enjoyable, actually. I'm like imagining climbing up in the actual branches. If this was like Avatar or something.
I wonder if they'll incorporate that into the new trees that were shown yesterday.
And that's what we're here to talk about, is all the new art that they showed us, including the Nikua stuff. So, Nikua.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce that.
You're not going to. So I would also like to say that for me, I'm excited seeing next month's GDC content that they were gonna share at GDC, and they're still planning on sharing. I'm glad that they didn't decide to back out on that, because GDC is not happening for them.
It's not happening for anyone.
Oh, is it?
They
It completely got cancelled. Yeah.
Oh, I had no clue it completely got cancelled. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Well, okay.
I thought they were
As I'm
just
dying
backing
over
out
here.
pending. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I knew they were backing out and somebody else was backing out and somebody else was backing out. I didn't know that all of GDC was getting
sorry.
flushed though.
I totally did not mean to do that, but I'm gonna cover my cam real quick.
You did like part of the wave for a second there. Nobody else got excited and started doing it as well though.
I did, you just can't see me.
see, Z's got me. I'm gonna cover my cam real quick because we just got 200 followers. So
Yay!
Oh.
That brings us to our next announcement about March 14th. Do you want to do the honors?
Yeah. So because of reaching the 200 and because, well, last week sucked. And it said something came up, it was last minute. And
oh, yeah, I will touch on that again in a second. By the way, Bored Little Unicorn, thank you so much for being our 200 follower. But yeah, I'll touch back up on last week. Go ahead.
But yeah, so we thought we had let everybody know, but apparently we didn't. And you are our loving friends here. Were worried about us and trying to reach out to us, so we wanted to do something super nifty. So we are planning something. There is going to be, at a minimum, we're going to be doing at least another hour after the stream next week. We're going to be playing like Jackbox games and such with anybody who wants to join. Opening up the Discord server, we'll just jump in voice chat and start up some games. And if we do end up getting a bunch of people, because there are other things that we're working on for next week that may end up getting a lot more people in the channel, but we'll see. And if we do have too many for the game, whoever's in Discord with us will have priority for joining.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we're trying to obtain a special guest or two, but we gotta wait and make sure that they're available. We don't know that for sure yet.
But for the moment, for the moment, mark your calendars for March 14th to join us for a special gaming chill out session with you guys. I like to think of it as Ash's community comes together for a gaming night on our channel, but you don't have to strictly be on our channel. Oh, thank you, Woodchip, for giving Just for Art the sub. I appreciate that, and you've given 20 subs, and that really helps us, guys. Thank you so much.
It does.
Thank you,
It does.
So touching back up on what Virtek said earlier, we have decided to amend our when we're going live statement. We were gonna do the second and fourth weekend of every month, pending that the fourth weekend was the last weekend of the month. So we're gonna just change the verbiage a little bit to second and the last weekend of the month, because it just happened that 2 months in a row there was 5 weeks. So yeah, so we just want to make sure that you guys are aware we're gonna be doing the last weekend of the month just to be in line with Intrepid's live stream. We don't want to be we don't want to miss the week that they're doing the live stream and then be like a couple weeks back and be like, yeah, I mean, that was like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, A1 hype for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah,
making progress there.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I'm excited to see what they have to offer us for next month.
But yeah, I figure that'll make sure that we always end up after the live stream, so we actually have interesting stuff to talk about that's not talked all the way till boredom about it.
Yeah.
By the time we get around to it, and then the second weekend will always give us at least 2 weeks in between, and you put us either right in the middle or almost in the middle every time. So
pretty much, yeah. I just. And, you know, we're working towards when Ashes starts ramping up, we'd like to ramp up as well. I will announce that this week I'll be putting up new of our older podcast up on YouTube. Virtek has some more time throughout the week for now to be able to pump some of those out. So we'll be trying to catch up on them.
I've been spending about 70 hours a week at work here lately for the past couple months, and overtime has dropped down. We still aren't quite fully staffed, but the overtime that they want people to fill is going down. I guess because I'm stealing too much of their money by working so many extra hours. So they want to drop down how much we're allowed to work. So I never thought I would ever say that I'm reducing myself down to only 52 hours a week. at the point.
Our roommate was
But,
feeling a weird dysphoria, was saying, yeah, I'm only working 40 hours a week.
Yeah, so I'll be reducing my overtime down to 52 hours a week. So I'll have time to get some other stuff done and make some improvements. And we're also going to be making, we talked about this, we're making our own like 100,000% commitment towards like we will be here guaranteed unless somebody's dying on the second and fourth or the second and final weekends.
Yes.
And you guys will know well ahead of time if we're not, or yeah, there's something really wrong.
Yeah.
So.
I will say, seeing Steven yesterday, I was like, if he looks like that and he's still able to make it, I have no excuses for being sick. Unless I literally just don't have a voice. Then I'll just like write everything on a whiteboard and just show it to you guys, like.
Yeah. And I mean, this time, like, just so you guys know, like, family and friends are like number one on our priority list. And we had a friend that was moving from this coast over to the East Coast, like up and leaving us. And last minute kind of needed a bunch of help moving stuff around and whatnot. So we kind of had to do that. Friends call for help. We have to lend a hand.
That's how I feel. I mean, if any of you guys ended up living near us, we'd probably end up doing the same as well.
Yeah, or else we're gonna end up charging like a ridiculous amount of money. Like if they had to clean glasses, what was it, like $20 a glass they had to remove from the cupboard or something?
Yes.
I can only imagine what they would have had to do for cupboards and all the other stuff.
He left a lot of baking stuff there too.
Like they would have charged him like thousands of dollars to just throw random stuff away. It's ridiculous.
Right.
But you helped him complete his quest in moving.
Yes, and he actually landed early this morning, safe and sound, on the East Coast.
That's good.
So. It looks like I'm not paying attention. I promise I am. I'm just over here fixing the camera real quick, or the video. I want to show you guys some of the stuff that they are doing, or were showing us at least yesterday. So for the February update, let me transition that over. There we go. So.
Would you? Apparently, he was the quest giver. He's awarded golden experience. I love it.
What do you do with the gold coins? I don't know. I mean, for our gold coins.
The first thing you do with all gold awards is you go and you hit the tavern. So, just saying.
No,
grab
you
a pint and plate and pick your seat.
Yeah. Sorry, Z, what was that?
You repair. Repair is the first thing you do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The starting of repairing is having a drink. That's the number. You got to repair your soul first.
So what do you do with the gold coins that your chat gives out? So the gold coins that you see down in the corner of your, well, I guess you guys are over here. For me, in the stream, it's over here. But the little gold coins that you can earn, you can spend it on highlighting your message. So if there's a lot of conversation happening, we don't see your message. You can highlight it and draw attention to your message. You can unlock a random sub emote, and that'll be more important later when we reach 1 more followers to instead of being an affiliate, we're an actual partner, and that means we can upload more subscriber emotes. And 3, we need your help with emotes. So yeah,
I mean, it's one of those things. I think we can add extra stuff to it and configure it all, but we just haven't had the time, to be honest, to really dig into it.
No problem.
But we will be. We'll be doing a whole lot more stuff with that. And I have an artist buddy that we're going to be talking to about getting some more art done for us.
Yeah.
We just got to actually find the time to connect and actually hit the phone at the same time. Yeah, lots of things.
I just want to say, I like this side. Sorry. I like these structures they have over here for the Nikola and the Dwarven.
Oh,
that's
yes,
fair.
yes.
Yep. They look really nice.
Which, by the way, Theater, if you actually click the little dial thing that's below the send a message in chat, you can actually click that and you can select one of the things that it does for you. Like if you just want to highlight your message, it's like 100 coins. And you can stand out for a minute. If you want to yell, to everybody, hey, by the way, there's a fire, run, you can highlight your message. but yeah, I really liked that there was a whole lot of nifty new art. I like the fact that they were talking about the dwarves getting some full representation coming up in the alpha review footage.
Yeah, I agree. I'm actually really excited because, like, I was telling Citteron that this kind of reminds me of, like, a mixture of Dwarven and, like, Tiki. Because of the stone faces, I was like, it's like one of those totem poles of, like, the stone faces. So.
See, and yeah, like the Nikua, they excite me for the same reason that the Vec did. They're completely off the stereotype for that base race. Like, who has ever heard of a stargazing astrological mastery orc? So I love the Vec. They're unique and they're interesting and they're out of the norm. And then who's heard of hula dancing? Well, I mean, I don't know if they hula dance, but they look like they do because they're all Hawaiian themed.
Yeah.
Dwarves.
Yeah.
Totally out of the norm.
Right. Actually, if I pull this back to earlier, let me see, where is it? No, I think they show it next on the character development. It's actually previous. There we go. Back here. Right? Sid and I, like, noticed, like, they're exactly the same outfit, but they're different colors, and I was like, maybe that's, like, representation for, like, a different part of the world for the same race. But, like, one part of the world, you need to stand out a little bit more, and another part, you need to, like, blend in a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah, or the different, like, sub-races and whatnot, like the Veilun and such would have, like, one color pattern.
I didn't even realize that was the same armor, actually.
Yeah.
Neither did I.
Yeah, at least it just goes to show all they need to do is change color to change things up a lot, though.
I do know that somebody said, I forget who it was, somebody in chat when it was going pointed out that one of the NPC outfits is, like, dirty, specifically in a part where people would, like, wipe their hands on it.
Oh yeah, that pocket, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then, like, they like on their butt also on one side.
That's funny.
So it's not like they just kind of, like, said, okay, yeah, here, it's dirty, I guess, kind of in random awkward spots. No, this is like somebody's sitting halfway on a bench and then they're wiping their hands specifically in the same spots that work people normally would just wipe their hands on their clothing.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Let me go. Yeah, that's
attention to detail, man. Attention to detail.
Oh yeah. This definitely felt very Assassin's Creed-y. I was half tempted to dress up in my Assassin's Creed cosplay for the stream. I was very half tempted. I was like, ooh, but no. I had a really relaxing morning. I was able to work out first, so yeah, it is the little details that make things, like, really pop out. I feel like the same is exactly when it comes to cosplay.
Yeah, little details that make things so great. Precisely. And let me just say, my favorite comment out of the entire, like, people commenting and making names for the art was it A Rising Sun said the Corona Raptor.
Oh.
Is it Pox Raptor?
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's horrible.
For some reason, I almost died of laughter.
Did that tickle you?
It did. It tickled my fancy something fierce.
Tickled your fancy?
Yeah.
So
Bree
these
looks like she
in-game
can't
shots,
even right
I
now.
loved them.
Changing topic.
And switching.
I like food. Thanks, Zara. I think that's important to note. Oh.
And now we know.
Oh. And AOC.
And AOC. All right.
Zara doesn't like me. Sad.
Oh.
Didn't get a shout out.
Yeah, there was no Z in there anywhere.
Wow.
Oh, there's more now. And?
It doesn't mean anything now, though, does it?
Now it's just to make you feel better. Okay.
Yeah, now it's just she's done it because I pointed it out.
Oh, Zara's like, no.
It's okay. I've got a good memory. I'll remember that.
Keep that in mind.
But I was telling Sid also, because Sid was, like, sitting next to me watching all of this with me. But I felt like some of this, like, I wanted to go out and find a place that looked very similar to it. Because it feels very real. And I'm like, I'm going to go lay in, like, the grass that looks like that. And just relax. And I think I saw somebody else comment the same thing in the chat during the live stream. Like, we're on the same page.
Yeah, like the scenery, and see, this is the tricky part that I'm at, is I really enjoy seeing all this artwork and all this new, like, check out this new stuff we're working on and check out how much we polished this and that. But I want to just play in it. I want to actually go and like tootle around in there. I don't even care if I'm playing a game. I just want to get in log in a character that I can walk around and
Oh gosh, just explore.
Like, take out all game systems completely. Just let me walk around. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. I might make this the new intro 5-minute countdown thing. Just
oh yeah, like... with the trees.
Oh yeah, it's so pretty.
The girthy trees.
It's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
Did anyone else cringe when he said that?
Oh yeah.
I like the volcano in the back over there. The volcano. Not the
Regulars
trees.
Club membership. I did. Oh man, wood chip.
Welcome to.
Thank you yet again.
I'm just.
Thank you yet again. Wood chip jeepers.
Regulars Club membership.
I don't know. I guess it got named that at some point.
Maybe.
Maybe.
At some point, don't remember when.
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe it's a
so one of them will just have to name like the champagne room. Or something.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. The VIP room.
I'm just gonna stay down here.
Oh, I think she's turning some shade of red. Some shade of red. She's trying to match her seat back there.
Hey, my seat is pink. Thank you.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, close
Potato Pavadka.
Anyway. I like the environment. It's pretty.
Wait, so what was a highlight that still sticks out in your mind, Z?
The highlight from yesterday?
Yeah, like something that.
For me personally?
Yeah, you personally.
Does it have to be environment based?
No, just anything throughout the entire stream that made you go, oh, okay, neat. Or
this is a really easy question. Did you watch the start of the stream?
The start of the stream.
Like before, when they showed off your stuff?
Yeah, and then when Stephen shouted my name out on stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite part of yesterday's stream.
You know, that's a good point. Okay, so besides that. But yeah. I mean, well, half the art that they were featuring was all your art. So I mean, they had to mention your name at some point. It was bound to happen.
Oh, that was so good though. I felt so amazing by that. Anyway, I don't know. I like the new trees, and I also like the landscapes with the tents and stuff on. I thought they were really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed you said that they would look good in clay. So
yes, I did.
I'm assuming we're going to be seeing some of that.
I did have a look today, actually. So let me see if I can make this.
Yeah, Theater, that was really awesome seeing the fan art before the stream too. I agree. My favorite part was this castle, in which point I think I got a little too excited. I said I'd siege that castle. Really, because like I'd siege it and then take it for mine. But yeah, I think it came off a bit different in the chat.
Yes, Woodchip, you and me are on the same page right there. Like the way they brought up that shop, like the 3-floor shop, just like
yeah, but we saw that last week,
flopping the signs out. But yeah, well, we saw it on like a couple buildings and whatnot. But just the way that it's flowing out, it's still every time. Like right now, I say every time. I mean, it's honestly only the second stream they've shown it. So I mean, both times it's caught my attention.
Oh man!
But yeah, but how is that better than girthy trees?
Girthy trees.
Girthy trees.
I don't know. Because these are mechanical. These just pop out. They just poing. It's already there.
Ba-dong.
They aren't very eye-catching as far as like motion. They just sit there in their trees. These are buildings and they grow. Who's ever
And they're
growing
really dusty.
building? Yeah, they are very dusty.
I think it's interesting that the older buildings will be pushed out as the node grows. Yeah.
Mhm. I think that is super interesting. Like, I thought that maybe they were gonna do it in a way where, like, and I don't know why I thought this, but I thought that they were gonna do it in a way where, when the node first hit like stage 1, it was gonna be sprouting this stuff up, and then it was gonna sprout out from there outwards. But then I figured, well, that's gonna start to be really awkward because then there's gonna be like the old tents and like ghetto type stuff in the middle of a metropolis because that you'd have to like build whatever you can wherever you can, and it would just look really weird and awkward. But yeah, pushing everything out, and like, so if you own a house and then it levels up to the next stage, your house is going to be pushed outwards to like a different district. It's not going to be the same like coordinates to get there, but it's going to be it's going to make more sense that way.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think that works. Probably a lot better than my theory of everything's going to stay exactly where it was and the rest of the city is going to jump
It just
up around
grows
it
out,
elsewhere.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Woodchip, I don't recall them mentioning what level the nodes were gonna get to.
Yeah, you know what? And yeah, that I don't recall either. I do know they said a little bit of most systems were going to be in there, and I'm pretty sure they would have said definitely not the node thing. So it's got to be something, but to what degree, I missed that.
Hey BCG, welcome in. Also, welcome to Subhood. I
Oh,
just love the
yeah.
animation style. It's super seamless, and it gives me an inkling of how things will animate in the game. Right, and I also agree with what Horrendous said earlier. That is a much better build now from the last time. It goes up quicker during like production. I enjoy it. I think it does seem a bit more seamless. It does look interesting because I've not really played a game where you get your own house aside from like Final Fantasy 14, but I think that house just like popped up and then you could change things on the house. There wasn't like a building thing. It was just like, yeah, I'm gonna have a small thing, and then you just get the small thing, and then there's a house there.
That's just appeared. Poof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think WildStar was the same as well. Well, you just went to like a space house and it was there.
Well,
If I
kind
remember.
of. Like you go up to a plot, and the plot was just, it existed. And when you went to buy a house, it didn't just appear necessarily. You kind of had to place it and size it and orient it and turn it around and all. But yeah, it was once you clicked go, it just dropped into place.
Yeah, Theater, I've never really played ArcAge, so I'd be interested in like looking up the videos of that. EQ tuners were the best at housing, but this is so different. Yeah, I think this is just like different in so many ways. I mean, look at the animals that they're making. They're like unique. I've not seen another animal that looks something similar to this in any other game.
I mean, honestly, as far as I've experienced, I have liked two housing systems the best out of any game, and that was Ultima Online and WildStar. Those are my two favorites. And kind of for opposite reasons. Like Ultima Online, you could put anything in there and do anything with it, but it was very realistic and rustic looking. And WildStar was just, you can put anything in, everything in there, but it could be absolutely ridiculous. You could have a spaceship with a monster head trophy on the front of it, like a hood ornament.
Yeah.
And that was your house. So
It would be interesting to see if Intrepid would ever do a collaboration with another game. Like, can you imagine something like Ashes of Creation X Monster Hunter World or something like that?
No.
That'd be so interesting.
yeah, I'm not sure how well that would work, because I know they've said that they want to keep stuff like very
Yeah.
in universe and immersive.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I could see if they did like a collaboration where they brought in like
Super
influenced
hyper-realistic.
items.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like something that was like, influenced or
Like they just drop a quest line in the middle of like nowhere out on a mountain in the trees, and it's like a Monster Hunter world, like still like actual people rather than like the cat person.
Or like an Ashes of Creation version of like something that has like an iconic quest line from another game, you know?
And have like
WoW
rewards
and
whatnot.
Plant vs Zombies.
Really, they had that one?
Oh yeah, there was a quest out in the middle of nowhere on a farm, and it was Plants vs Zombies.
That's funny.
It was fantastic. And weird.
The cool thing about EQ2 housing was you could vendor out of it listed on the AH, but if you came to the house, you didn't pay AH fees. Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool about the UO system, Ultima Online. I don't think there was really an auction house system in Ultima Online. I really don't remember that, but that was one of the very first MMOs I played, so I can't rightly remember because I didn't fully explore the game that much. Because I didn't even really know much about the Holy Trinity and all this and that. I was just like, I want to play a character and poke stuff with a stick. Yeah. And I got myself killed a lot. But I do remember that you could drop a house anywhere and just put 17 vendors on if you wanted to. And just
Same
let
as
people
Galaxies.
walk up and just buy whatever. You could have like a vendor for dyes and a vendor for logs and a vendor for ingots and a vendor for armor made with stuff. That was really cool.
Yeah.
As long as you had the floor space, you could put as many vendors as you wanted.
Right. Like kind of with Final Fantasy for some of the guild housing, you can have like a vendor for different things.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be fun, kind of also like not World of Warcraft, but like Final Fantasy to have the crafting systems, which I think is gonna be in Alpha 1, and I'm super excited to try that out.
Yeah, they said some kind of crafting. They didn't really say like the everything to it, but something at least, so we can see a little bit of what's going on.
Alpha 1 when?
Next week, which actually leads me into one of my.
Wait, is it next week, or are you just kidding?
Oh well, I was just gonna say that leads me into one of my depressing things that I've realized and come to admit that I was really far off by my prediction for Castle Siege. I think it was back in like October. I was like, yeah, totally, like October. Okay, totally November, man. Well, if they do it by December, man, and here it is in like March now. They're still not even like, yeah, it's coming here in like a week or two. They're still like, yeah, sometime soon, maybe.
You know,
soon. TM.
Hi, Larian. You know, I'm actually wrong in my prediction. I thought that they were gonna have more Castle Siege testing before we got to A1. So I was a little wrong in my own thoughts as well.
Well, yeah, I remember it was October or something where they were like, yeah, Alpha 1 before Castle Siege is a possibility. Depends on how things line up.
Yeah.
So as of right now, like, yeah, totally. I think I'm terribly off on my Castle Siege prediction. So I'm just gonna make wild predictions now.
So next week.
Yeah, I'm predicting Alpha 1 next week. Not even a phased introduction. It's gonna be 24/7 servers.
I think you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, I am.
I feel like you're just throwing random things out into the wind, hoping.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw out the most wild accusations possible. Eventually, I'll be right.
I mean, if you throw it out there so wild, you can't be upset if it's not true because you put out a wild one in the first place. But yeah, probably PI.
And right here's my disclaimer for everybody. Don't believe anything I say about predictions. Because I've lost believing myself. So, you know.
Oh my gosh. On another note, I love this otter. Like, this, I think, is my favorite otter ever. And I told somebody I wanted to cosplay it, and I was planning on wearing a black wig with green eyes for stream today, but I didn't get that far either. I was gonna mesh it. I was gonna wear my ashes, or not my Ashes of Creation, but my Assassin's Creed cosplay with like a black wig and green eyes, and just be like, it's an otter. Cosplay mixed
I think
with
it's
the
creepy.
Assassin's Creed thing. Really? I don't know. I love the green eyes with the black hair. It's like, I don't know. It's really pretty. Margaret said that after they show the A1 footage, they would release content. Ooh. Thank you. I might
But
try
yeah,
it just for fun. I'll throw it up on the Golden Feather Twitter if I do it.
but
If you do it,
Okay, fine. When I
when
do it.
when
yes, that's much
Gotta do
better.
But yeah, horrendous. I think like I heard that part, but I took it as they were going to be releasing view of content. Like they were going to walk through the content and do the stuff and release it. Like here's what it looks like, and here's us doing things, and here's us showing you content instead of us actually playing content.
Yeah.
That's how I took it. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. I keep putting my bets on here real soon. They're going to be releasing some kind of play, so I have my fingers crossed for that to happen after they actually show the introduction to stuff, to actually say, okay, now we're going to start giving like a couple hour tests and then a day test, kind of like they were saying, like slowly phase stuff in, get people in there little by little.
I'm just glad that we're actually getting closer to Alpha 1. Like, the excitement level is ramping up again for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some quiet times, so I'm just looking forward to March. We'll see what that brings.
Yeah. If anything else, I'm excited for the new cosmetics to come out and see what they look like. Yes, after they release after that will be released content. Looked it up from her Discord comments. Okay, cool.
Word up.
March should be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
March
I'm
is
hoping
gonna
March
be
is
a
gonna be
good
great.
month.
My guess is
My
April
birthday in
1st
March.
for A1. Maybe.
The little lizard that's on the video right now. Someone else, I forget who it was, made the comment, who let their 3-year-old loose with the highlighter?
Oh, I like that one.
I also
Okay,
saw
I
the
might give him
comment, like,
racing stripes. Yeah, yeah.
I also saw the comment about the tongue, and they're like, "Yeah, it's a T-pose."
Yeah, T-pose tongue.
The only thing I saw from yesterday I didn't like is the cat. I don't like that curse charger at all.
I kind of, it's just one of those, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kind of match for
No.
me.
I mean, I love cats. And I can't get to grips with it. I just don't like it.
I like it as like a random monster creature out in the world. For a mount, I'm not necessarily impressed, but I'm not like, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got
discouraged by it.
stupid ears. If I remember, I think it's the ears that put me off. Like, I don't know, I just don't like it. No likey.
Okay,
Me, it's
that's
just
pretty
kind
much
of,
everything
it's
from
not
it.
over and it's not under, it's just whelming. Not
I'm
overwhelming,
trying to find a
not
picture
under.
of him.
It's just whelming.
Just only kind of
But
mad.
every one of them has like a spiky, spiny, stabby looking mane that makes me really afraid of trying to change directions when I'm running full speed,
Somebody
because
said
I'm
that
gonna
they
like
don't wanna
stumble and
be-
spear myself in the chest.
Somebody said that they don't want that as a mount. They're too scared to ride it.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine
exactly,
like trying to
that's
lean
why.
forward and being like impaled? Oof. The
Yeah,
paws are
exactly.
wrong.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Silver. They stop and you just
Ouch.
Respawn.
Impaled. It's his ears, definitely. They're just like Dobby ears
over
on a
here.
cat.
Ooh, can you find one of the charges in the video?
Okay, I'll look it up.
So everyone can see, because I'm Dobby ears. Like straight off of like the little goblin guy.
Are we
Yep.
talking about the cat charger or?
Yeah, the cat.
Okay. I'll pause it there. I think that's a good example. Like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't like.
Like
And
too
the one where
wispy and
he's
pointy?
pounce. Yeah, and the one where he's pouncing, I just don't. Yeah, I don't like. So actually no, that's a lie. There's two cosmetics that I don't like, and that cat. Look at his fucking ears.
You can tell she's like very,
Very passionate about these ears.
I'm really passionate about this cat. Like, it's such a shame because it looks cool if you didn't have the head. I really
Thank
don't
you,
like it.
Woodchip. I appreciate you giving us the link.
Yes, thank you for that. But yeah, with me, it's just the super spiky, attacky stuff on the shoulders, and the tail seems too long, maybe. And
To be
like that
honest,
image that's up there right now
This
looks
one's
good.
pretty.
It's
I'm scared of
the
spikes, but
actual
it's
art
pretty.
from the game. Like
Yeah.
the tail, it looks like 30% too long.
I think the head's too like shrunk in like on
Like
the
smushed
profile.
up?
Yeah. It needs to be like
Smooshed.
elongated a little, I think.
Smooshed. And his ears. Don't forget the ears.
I love you, Z.
The Dobby Charger.
I just don't like him. Not like him.
No likey. It's like me and the donkey things from the last month. And I know you went poo-poo about the name I called him. I forget what it was, like the Dumpy Donkey or something.
Yeah,
Like,
I really like the
"Yay."
donkey. At least it looks like a donkey. At least it doesn't have like sad ears.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I'm gonna make my character as small as possible, so I think it might be just fine for my character, but probably for the average size character, it might be a little small.
The donkeys have sad everything but ears. Like everything else about them is sad except for their ears. Their ears are like
The ears are like,
little fluffy bunny ears.
wait, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
Donkey.
There we go.
Yeah, the little donkey has like fluffy bunny ears, like super happy and perky and tiny and cute. And then the rest of the donkey's like Eeyore. Oh.
Yeah, but the only reason that you think donkeys are sad is because you based your thoughts on Eeyore.
Oh no.
Because he's a depressed donkey. I
Yours
fucking
are, like,
hate
the
Winnie the
grounding
Pooh.
for everything.
Yeah, I
No, see-
hate Winnie the Pooh.
I based my original thoughts of donkeys on
Donkey!
pinatas.
Oh,
And
but
pinatas
theater.
are very happy. So
Well, then they should be really happy. They're full of sweets.
But
especially that guy,
theater.
he's got
Go
uh-oh.
for it.
Oh, I was gonna say especially that one just because he has like containers of things on the side. He could totally stuff a bunch of candy in there.
Yeah, but at least you don't have to beat him for the candy.
Well,
Yeah.
it depends on how fast he's running, I guess. He's got short legs, so probably not too fast. We could probably get it away from him without beating him too hard.
But anyway, the reason why I want a small version of myself is because in real life I'm very short. Like, Virtek is a whole entire foot taller than me, and I'm only 4'10". So
You're so tiny.
I am. So I'm kind of obsessed with making all of my characters as small as I possibly can, like bringing that like heightness all the way down. But yeah, so Z, is there anything that you want to talk about?
Oh, pressure.
Under pressure.
Bum, bum, bum,
I really like that song. No. Not that I can
6'5". Holy
think of.
moly.
Okay,
Not
that's
that I can
fine.
Only
think of.
5'11". That's still like that's
So
like
do we-
2 feet taller than Chibi over here.
Okay, 1.5 feet, thank you. 4'10". 4'10".
Close enough.
I stopped growing when I
Wait.
was 11, okay? Jeez. So Z, do we get any of those sneak peeks for the new arts?
I haven't started anything, if I'm honest with you.
Look at Woodchip on the exact same wavelength. As soon as you ask that question in our voice chat, he pops right out with it.
Yeah, no, I haven't started anything for a while. I started this massive painting, and it got to the point where, you know, when you've done something for a really long time, you just get a bit demotivated by it.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, so I'm just taking a break and chilling out for a bit, and yeah,
Plus you're doing
It
it
costs
for
a lot
fun,
of money.
so no reason
Yeah,
to
exactly.
yourself out over it.
I just don't want to burn out and never want to make anything again. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
maybe.
I know how that can go.
I would like to say a shout out again to Ash's post because they once again did a nice little short, sweet, to the point transcript of yesterday's live stream, and I like using
Chase
that
is
for
my hero.
yeah, pretty much. She
She's
uses like,
adorable.
yeah.
I think at
We
some point
appreciate
I'm
you,
gonna make
Shaze.
like a superhero cape with his little logo thing on the back of it. That way, you know, when we bump into him someday, I can just present him as superhero cape.
Like, dun, 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 dun.
Aw. Bless him.
Are any of you in Phoenix Initiative? Yes, Virtek and I are. I don't know about you, Z. Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
really get to get in the chat too often, and I also know that you're a moderator now, so I didn't know exactly. You know.
Just don't forget about us little people, all right? All right?
I don't. I'm not like that.
Oh, we know. We love you around here. We love you around here.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, today was gonna be kind of a light day just because, you know, there wasn't a whole lot to talk about except for stuff is coming soon. Here's some art. Next month's gonna be great, guys.
Yeah,
So-
that was pretty much the feeling of the entire stream and the entire bit of news blast. But exciting as the little bits of art were, the more exciting part is stuff that they're not really talking about because they'd rather wait for the surprise next month.
We're
I just
so
hope
excited.
that expectations can be met. I
Yeah.
just hope that people aren't disappointed
like-
with what they show.
It's like you get so much hype and then like you have to like actually meet that hype. Otherwise it's
Yep.
just a little disappointing. But I don't know, for me personally, my expectations are low, not in the fact that I don't have faith in Intrepid, but that anything that they show us to do with the game will be super exciting to me.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
the same.
To be honest, like
trying-
the targets that they're setting for themselves, like you said, I'll set my expectations low. That way, anything that they do bring is still going to be good. I'm not going to be disappointed by anything if I don't get my expectations too high.
Yeah. Theater, I think that instead of maybe St. Patrick's Day, because I didn't exactly do, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you guys know that Virtek and I got engaged and met over Ashes of Creation. I was actually considering buying us both the Valentine's Day cosmetic ring, because actually if you look at the lore for it, it's actually a betrothal ring.
You two are
Mhm,
disgustingly cute.
But I do think it'll be very green, yes. So I just thought
Yeah,
it
it's
would
like
be kinda
what
cute
two pieces bound together by a third.
to- Yeah. So
What's
sorry.
the third? Is there something you're not telling us?
Yes,
Well,
we
you
are
see.
actually really getting married, thank you. We just don't know when. So for now we're just doing the whole engaged until kind of thing.
Yeah, it's one of those like because we're both trying to advance careers into something in a slightly different direction, which might take us to a different area. So we're kind of waiting until we get settled with that and whatnot. See where we're gonna be and how long we're gonna be there, and
We are
Get married
actually
at that
doing
point.
this cheesy thing of getting married in the game eventually, though. Cheesy in a good way.
Do I get an
Yeah.
invite?
Yes.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, we were gonna do the wedding end game in Final Fantasy 14 when we
Yeah.
got engaged, but right about that time we kind of both let our subscriptions lapse, so
Yeah.
we didn't really do it there.
We're like,
And, Yeah. So that kind of fell to the wayside. But Ashes, there's definitely, as soon as we can get to it, it's going to be happening there.
Who's gonna be your vicary person?
Ooh.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
Steven or bust.
Nice. You should probably start working on him now then.
Yeah,
So he's
start
got
working
time
on
to
it now.
book it.
Hey Steven, we're getting engaged. Will you marry us in game? Well,
It's,
we
you know,
are
it's your
engaged, but
game. That's the
we're-
only reason we met.
pretty much. Husbando and waifu.
Bando and waifu.
I actually have a sweatshirt that says waifu for laifu. I got it from Target. I was like, that's super cute. I'm gonna get it. Aw, yeah, definitely. I mean, you live in our attic, Zara. You're of course invited. Like, no, Zara, stay in the attic. For those of you that don't know, Zara has claimed at some point or another that she lives in our attic. So
She lives in our no. She said she lived in our Harry Potter space, and
Oh.
we said we upgraded her to the attic.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. She's in the Harry Potter space below the stairs. But we upgraded her to the attic so she has a little bit more room to stretch out.
Just a little. Yeah. Right now, the space under the stairs is only big enough for a trash can.
Pretty much. But we got a broom in there.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it neat.
Hanging on the wall.
What's that supposed to mean? What, that we upgraded your space?
We gave
No,
you
that
a
it was
better
big enough for a
room.
trash can.
We
I mean,
felt
do you
horrible.
want a TV? Do you want a gaming station? Oh, trash can.
How about one of those closets that teleport to you, like Narnia? Yes.
There you go.
But yes,
Well-
so go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, Caesar, the trash can is so that you can arrange the rest of your stuff in the room around the can, and when you go to sleep, you won't lay down on it. You'll climb in the trash can. It'll keep you upright.
Yes, Jess, we do show off fan art. If you guys ever want us to show your fan art, feel free to join our Discord, which I'll go ahead and prompt the bot for. And feel free to just plop your art in there for us to show on stream.
Plop.
Yeah, please do. We try and do that every single stream. We try to dig around and see what people are doing as far as art goes and projects and community-based creations.
We love seeing any and all art Ashes related. So, with that being said, I think that's kind of pretty much it for today's stream. There wasn't a whole lot new to cover except for, hey, they're not going to GDC, so we're not going to go to GDC. Or like we were actually planning on trying to meet them outside of GDC if they had a moment. Because we
We'll
live
meet you
nearby.
for lunch.
Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, stuff is coming up in March. There's a lot of excitement there. We have our community gaming on the 14th. We'd love to see you
Yeah,
there.
about that.
Mhm.
Are you going to be playing Secret Hitler?
It's whatever we have on our Jackbox party set.
Oh,
Secret Hitler. Oh, is that a game you're gonna try and request? Because
yeah.
you could totally
Secret
look into.
Hitler is the best game ever. It's on the tabletop game.
It's pretty much like a werewolf, One Night of Werewolf or something like that. Where
Is that something we can get like a stream full of people playing, or at least say 10 to 20 people playing?
I think it's a maximum of 10 or 12. I can't remember.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
That
How
fits our stream
long is
pretty
a game?
Oh, a game can last hours.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
okay.
Yeah,
Depending
no,
on how argumentative you are.
I still have stuff to do at night on Saturdays, so got that schoolwork to do.
Yeah, I think we're aiming for a bunch of small games, like 5 to 10 minute games,
Yeah,
maybe 20-minute games.
but in the future we'll file that one away for the future. Maybe we'll end up doing one of those 24-hour stream things too.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
we
fun.
do something like that. Yeah, exactly. Oops.
Smash.
Yeah, dropping stuff. Sorry, I always need to be
Whole
doing something with
smash.
my hands, so I just pick things up and start playing with them. And then when I
He
drop
left
them
the
on the
mic.
keyboard, I'm like, sorry about the noise, guys.
He literally bought children's putty. For
Yeah, like the squishy dough stuff. I keep that
do,
at
you,
work.
do you get it in the tub and then stick your finger in it so it makes like a real funny noise?
Oh, not the super squishy, like silly slime stuff, but like the
Oh.
more like the grippy putty that
Yeah.
takes a little bit to really squish through.
No, I'm disappointed now.
No, somebody else at work has that, and they do the squishy noises all the time. Like, here, stick your thumb in this. Wait, what? Push your thumb in. Oh Lord.
If you guys ever want to hear something interesting, just put pineapple on a hot skillet, and it just makes like a farty sound when you're trying to cook it.
I've never heard that, but I do know that grilled pineapple is delicious, so maybe I'll have to try it.
Yeah, I went to eat at a local place with some
Oh,
friends,
really?
and I put the pineapple on the grill, and it was like vibrating really hard, like moving across the grill and making like noises. we were trying so hard to not crack up for like 30 minutes after that because we just kept remembering it. But yeah,
Yep, that's definitely
fun
one of those
fact that
times
you
where
didn't
the
know.
where the response of what is absolutely perfect. Just WT.
It
What?
sounds like your pineapple was possessed. Yeah. But
It's the
the
little,
little
things.
things.
Exactly.
Alrighty, well, Z, we look forward to seeing more of your art as it pumps out. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Any parting words?
Oh, why do you always put me on the spot?
Because we know you'll have something to say.
My parting words?
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Masterful. Masterful.
Perfect. Mwah.
Yes, thank you everybody for your time. Thank you for spending it with us. Thanks for stopping by, especially the new peoples.
Yes.
Just right, saw you joined up on the Discord. So
Thank you so much for
yay.
joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And yes, just drop in anything, art like, even if it's writing. Ooh, I gotta catch up on Grand Tour stuff. Catch up on Grand Tour stuff on the forums, guys.
Do it.
Read it.
Also, we'd look forward to seeing you guys on March 14th. Mark your calendars. We'll be setting out reminders the day of and the week of, if I remember, on Wednesday. I set an alarm reminder. So, yeah. We look forward to chatting with you guys, hanging out with you, doing a little something extra special. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually do a little bit of a cosplay thing, because I'm hoping I get something I just bought today in by then. And maybe I'll wear them for stream and do like a little bit of a wig, you know, a little something art. So sorry.
Something art.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. I'll get my silliness out of here. Okay, perfect. I'll check it out, and we'll definitely put it in the next stream for next March stream.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much. We look forward to seeing you guys next time, and have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
Bye.